time to get serious.
Yeah, it is
Can
time
we
to
get
get
serious now?
Joining Rob and I, we have James Marvell
Thank you.
here with us, and we have David Smith on the telephone. Thank you both for joining us.
Well, you know, I'm thankful to be here. This media talk is the talk of the country, and I'm thankful to be here.
We like to think so. Yeah,
All right,
David,
David.
we want to chat with you, but we want to talk to James quickly first because you have led an extremely fulfilling life. Can you tell us
Well, we don't
about-
know if it was fulfilling yet. We know he's been a very busy man through his life.
I think it's been
Has
pretty
it been
fulfilling?
fulfilling?
I tell you what, now I've finally reached the point where it's fulfilling. I'm here with you guys, you know,
Well,
Rob
that's
and
pretty
Janet,
cool.
and I'm, you know, I'm happy.
So you grew up down the street?
I was born down the street, yes.
Wow.
Back many years ago when you weren't around.
How did you get started in the business? Because you went from popular music to country to
Yeah,
Christian.
you-
So how did that happen for you?
Well, it's a long haul, but it started back in the 60s when I was around this area here, the Ybor City, Tampa area. I was a young kid back then and doing some country music. There was a group that came along and by the name of Mercy.
Mercy.
And they asked me to join them. They asked myself and the other guys that were in the band with me at the time were Roger Fuentes and Buddy Good, and we joined Mercy, and the rest is history. As you know, maybe from the million seller, Love Can Make You Happy, and so forth.
And how does it feel? I mean, you know, how long ago was that? Was that back in the 70s?
That was the 60s, the late 60s.
Oh, in the late 60s.
69 was when that
Yes, it
billboard
was.
got-
Yes, it was.
Okay, so in your travels from then till now, you've kind of transitioned to more of a Christian music theme?
Well, yeah, you know, I've always done the music that was more or less, how would you say it, family type.
Sure.
You know,
That's
music.
cool.
Even back
It's
then
not,
with
you know,
with Mercy.
rated M or
And
whatever.
you know, I wound up in Branson, Missouri,
Wow.
on some shows, and later with a duo there. You might have a photo of them. The Country Cavaliers, that group right there. Yeah, we
Cavaliers,
were
we can go
a little bit ahead of our time with that image. We were using that long-haired image, Rob, to discourage the kids from the drug scene. You know, we were promoting the anti-drug scene, and matter of fact, that group, that
Were
duo,
those wigs or was that your real hair?
that was real hair.
That's cool.
That duo was managed by a fella that you had on the show here a while back. His name is John Centenaro, and he
Oh, wow.
he managed that Country Cavaliers.
You know,
Yeah.
you get through your career, right? You do a little bit of music, you get some big stuff going on. You've always done family-friendly music in a sense with a good message. Then then you sort of transitioned to more of a Christian theme, I assume, and now then you got associated with
NewsWatch Magazine.
David Smith.
Yeah, that's another blessing, to tell you the truth, with being with David on his worldwide telecast. He's a teacher of prophecy, and I believe he's on the phone with us right
yeah,
now.
David, how you doing? Welcome to the show.
Well, doing just fine.
David, why don't you tell us what NewsWatch Magazine is?
Okay, NewsWatch Magazine watches world news. I mean, it goes into great detail, and it's all based upon Bible prophecy.
Bible prophecy.
Now, can
there we
you
go.
hear me?
Oh,
Yeah,
of
we
course
can
we
hear
can.
you.
Yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. You know, we started in 1980 in August. I'd actually been studying since a freshman in college about world events and then applying them to Bible prophecy. And so we started our magazine in August of 1980. And everything we've said in that magazine over the last 28 years has been happening the last few years in great detail.
Wow. And now you do a radio show, is that right?
I'm sorry?
You have a radio show, a national radio show, a syndicated radio show?
Yes, we used to be on 50,000-watt stations that blanketed the United States at nighttime and many local stations. Then we went to television exclusively now.
Okay. And now,
And
and
we're
how
on
did you meet? How did you meet
We're on-
James?
How did you meet James?
Why did we change?
How did you and James
That's a good
hook
question
up?
too. We'll go with whichever one you want. You pick.
How did you and
Well-
James hook up? Or James, do you want to answer that?
Well, they were asking you, David, how we met. What I did is send him the song Prophecy.
We have that, so
you
we want to
have
listen
that.
to it
Wonderful.
in just a second.
It's a song that deals with Matthew 24, and it seems to be more timely today than it was almost 40 years ago when I wrote it. So Mr. Smith saw the potential in it, and he wanted to start working with the song, and now he's telecasting it, worldwide.
Can
That's
we
fantastic.
Can we listen to a clip of the song while we've got it here?
Now I got to. This is a question here before. Well, we're good. Well,
Yeah,
you can go to Shouldn't David know what questions we're going to ask him? No, I'm kidding.
Oh,
That's
Bad
pretty
joke.
funny.
that's good. That's good.
Bad joke.
And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, what shall be the sign of thy coming
How do you do that?
and of the end of the world? And he said,
Now here's a prophecy, my friends, that in the latter days there'll come such times as there had never been and never will be once again. It's in Matthew 24, and it's right now at the door of our lives.
For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in many places.
Now here's another word of truth.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Was that you performing it as well?
Do what now?
Is that you performing it as well?
That's me performing it, and it's like I say, it's a real blessing that David decided to use it on his worldwide telecast, and like you folks are doing now.
That's fantastic. You know what we want to do is just ask what's hip, what's new, what's going on with you in
And
the next,
David.
you know, and David. Give us a 30-second what's happening, where you're going, and then also some contact information for both of you.
Well, if folks are here in the Tampa area tonight, if it's Thursday, I don't know if this is the night that you're airing
This is Thursday. Yeah, it's live.
Yeah.
Yes, and on Thursday they're going to start airing some of my end time songs on the TBC and the Tampa Bay Community Network on Channel 30. That's the Verizon cable, and also on Bright House.
What time?
That's at between 8 p.m. and 9 p.m. tonight, and that airs
Wow.
tonight and on Tuesday. And of course, David J. Smith can tell you a little more about what he's doing if you like.
Okay. And how does somebody get a hold of you, like via email, a website, a
Well, sure.
MySpace?
If they want to email me at jmarvell7@yahoo.com. jmarvell7@yahoo.com.
Do you have an
Doesn't get any
internet
easier than that.
a website or?
Yes, James Marvell. That's 2 L's.com.
I actually went to your
Even
site
easier.
today. I love it. I love the way it opens up and with your picture on there, and then it goes to all your Johnny Cash tribute and all that. That was pretty awesome.
It's a long story. Maybe
Yes.
we can do
Another
We might have to do a
segment.
follow-up on that,
Yes,
huh?
it's a long story.
Yeah, it's amazing how fast 8 minutes goes.
To see NewsWatch Magazine, they can go over to the site newswatchmagazine.org.
Perfect.
And they can see all about David J. and his Bible things that he does. You know,
It's like a ministry in a sense.
It's a ministry.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
of course.
can download video, audio, books, and all that stuff, which is pretty
Yep,
cool for
fantastic.
It's
it's
pretty,
in-depth.
pretty interesting.
Well, congratulations to your airing tonight.
Thank you.
I'm gonna watch that. I think as soon as I get home, I'll turn it on. Channel 30, right?
Channel 30 tonight
On Verizon.
the
Perfect.
Tampa Bay Community Network.
Yep, that's
Perfect.
Verizon. It's Channel 30 and Verizon, for sure. Thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate it.